I'm joined here today by the one, the only. It is, of course, Georgi Karakhanyan, set to take on Bryce Logan at Bellator 251. What's going on, sir? How are you?
Good, good, man. Just finished working out. Just got back to the room, so all good. We passed our COVID test, so we feel pretty happy.
What was the COVID test like? Did you have the mouth swab or did you get the fun one that goes in the nose?
It was the nose one. It was the nose one. I'm kind of used to it. I've been here already like so many times, so
Right.
I'm used to it. But it's good to hear from Bellator that you passed it. So we have another one after weigh-in, so that one is a pretty important one too.
Does it hurt, or have you gotten to the point where it's just like you know the drill now? It's no big deal anymore.
Yeah, it's not a big deal anymore. It's like before you wouldn't. It's weird because with all this COVID testing, you don't. You're not sure, what if your opponent gets it, what if you get it. So now I just enjoy the week. I go by day, and then just whatever happens.
So does it bring you an extra peace of mind having all these tests? Because you get to know, in real time whether you have it or not. So you can know all this time, if you're, I guess, if you're safe or not.
Yeah, of course. I mean, honestly, between me, I don't believe too much in it, but that's my own opinion. But yeah, it's good to know if you passed it or not.
For sure. With all these fighters we see falling out of these events, I think this past Bellator event we had two guys. How big is that fear that your fight could potentially fall out at the last moment? Is that like a something you think about?
Uh, you know, uh, I don't let it cross my mind. I mean, I heard that last show they had a lot of people fall off after weigh-ins. Uh, I just follow the protocols. It got way stricter this time. Like before, like even though we're clear right now, we passed it. We could go walk around, but not going to the to the casinos or anything like that. So we're not like even allowed to walk around the machines or nothing like that. So we just stay in the room, work out as much as we can, stay busy. I brought a lot of books with me. I'm just reading a lot of books, and then that's about it. Strictly for business.
Uh, you mentioned the book, so what's is there anything you can share? What's the most interesting thing you're reading right now?
Uh, right now I'm halfway through this one, the Wim Hof book.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good one. Can you see it?
yes, yeah, yes, I can.
Yeah, yeah, pretty good one. I read this one a lot. Uh, I mean, I'm stuck with that one. I really like Wim Hof. I've been doing his breathing. He's crazy. I like it. So it's a pretty good book.
And so, are you one of these guys that's on social media all week, kind of looking at the comments, or do you sort of put that to the side and focus on the books like we just saw you mention?
Yeah, I don't care, man. I to me that's all fun. I don't uh, I don't let that get to me at all. I think it's funny uh, when some of these people behind their behind their computers at home, comfortable sitting talking shit. I think it's funny. They have to do what they have to do. They're living their life, so it's all good with me.
And so the fight is coming up real soon. I know you just finished working out, and before you had an apple. What does your diet kind of look like at this point? Because I assume right now it's got to be strict and not very fun. With I assume tons of water.
Yeah, yeah. I just like yesterday I already drank 2 gallons. Today I'm drinking another gallon and a half. I mean, I'm still eating. I eat till all the way till the weigh-ins. I've been doing this for 14 years, so I kind of find what's good for me, what's not good. So right now, my diet is consists of a lot of meat, pretty much carnivore, some avocado, stuff like that, but limited amount right now because we're getting close to the weigh-ins. But other than that, man, I mean, I do everything the right way. I always take care of my body.
What's the thinking behind the carnivore? Is it about limiting the carbs at this point and the sugar and stuff like that, or what's kind of the thinking behind it?
Yeah, no, no, I haven't touched sugar. Last time I touched alcohol was when I was in Ireland. When I fought there, I had to try the Guinness. But
Right, you have to.
carnivore carnivore diet is just meat, a lot of meat, and more meat. And it's
Right,
funny
yeah.
that I'm talking about this because I was a vegetarian for a good
Oh yeah.
10 years. So it was a waste of time. I should have never done it, but I mean, I'm enjoying the carnivore diet. It's good for my body. It's good for my inflammation. It's keeping me focused and sharp. I mean, I don't eat as many carbs as I can. I mean, After weigh-ins, I'll have potatoes just to give me a little the carb intake, so I could be explosive. But 90% of the time, I try to stick with the carnivore diet.
So how does that happen that you go from two extremes, right? Vegan all the way to carnivore. How does that switch happen? Are you one of those guys that heard Joe Rogan, or did you have a nutritionist? How does that happen?
Yeah, so I when I was when I met Coach Cal, Sam Calavita, he kind of um, changed a lot of things for me, opened up my mind. Uh, I had lots of surgeries in the past on my knees, elbows, and I was always in pain, man. And when I did that switch, like I mean, I stopped the sugar, I stopped the carbs, no bread, no nothing like that, and I started eating some good veggies. When I talk about veggies, like avocado, stuff like that, it was the inflammation went down. I start feeling better. I start recovering faster. Uh, I mean, of course, we take some supplements too, some vitamins with all that stuff. But he opened up my mind, and ever since I've been following his advice, and it's been working good for me.
And Sam Calvita, that's the intense workouts in the garage, right? Where we see all you guys working in the garage and they're pushing everyone to the limit.
Yeah, yeah. It's we have this saying. It's every time you go there, you see Jesus, because it's it's so hard, man. It's I've almost passed out in there. I threw up in there. I it was bad, but it was
Yeah.
good. It's something that I needed. I love training like that, so good times.
Let's talk about this fight a little bit. You're taking on Bryce Logan coming up real soon, right? On the 5th. What was your reaction when your management, Bellator, whomever, they came to you and told you this was the opponent you were taking on next?
Yeah, they. I got a call from Mike Kogan. He said, "Hey, you want to fight November 5th?" And I was looking to fight Ben Henderson, but I don't know what's going on with him. So when they offered me Bryce Logan, I honestly didn't even I didn't look him up. I just saw his record, and I said yes. I'm in a contract. But once I signed the contract, I studied him a little bit with my coaches, and the LFA champion, lightweight, pretty good opponent. Comes forward, I come forward, so I think it's gonna be a good fight.
So when you do your research after you find out about the opponent, are you someone that watches a lot of tape? Do you leave a lot of stuff to your coaches? What's kind of your process like at that point?
Yeah, I me and my coaches, we'll watch the tape. We'll go over some stuff. We'll come up with some uh, strategies for this that certain opponent, and we just go from there. We don't. I think as an opponent, you don't. I mean, as a fighter, you don't want to focus too much on what they're doing. You just wanna. You just wanna. Yeah. You just want to. Just be the best of yourself. So, kind of just we focus on myself. I mean, we know his habits, what he does, what he doesn't do. But at the end of the day, we just focus on ourselves, and we just get me better for this fight.
Is it weird for you at this point when you look at your opponent's records and you see that they have like half as many fights as you do and you know that you kind of have that experience advantage? What does it do for you when you see stuff like that?
I honestly, I don't even. I mean, I know he has. I think maybe 16 fights, and I have way more than that. It plays a big factor. I mean, especially the opponents I fought. It's a big factor, and I look at it as this is opportunity for him to come to Bellator, and I'm glad that I'm going to give him a warm welcome to Bellator lightweight division. And I never underestimate nobody, so I'm just going into this fight very serious, and to make a statement.
So, what does a win in this fight do for your career? You mentioned wanting Benson Henderson. Does an impressive showing, does this finally get you that Benson Henderson fight?
No, I don't want to chase Ben like that, but I mean the win after this fight just puts me on that win streak, and I feel like there's few 55ers that are just hiding there, waiting for the perfect opportunity, because Patricio is kind of holding up the division because he's in the featherweight tournament. So I would like to get hold of them. They also signed really good talents from Russia, Rustam Khabilov, and I would like to test myself against him. I would like to test myself against Khabib's brother, and we'll see. we'll see what happens after this fight. I mean, I still have 3 more fights under my contract, so we'll see what happens.
And so we know fighters, they don't like to look forward too much, but after this fight, when you're doing the interview with Big John, can we expect some sort of Nate Diaz like call out, just grabbing the mic and letting everybody know who you want to fight?
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe I'll just call out those little pussies that are hiding and waiting for the chance to fight for a belt. Maybe I'll call him out. We'll see. We'll see if it's a good finish. If it's a nice, spectacular highlight finish. Of course, I'm gonna get that mic and just call out the whole division.
Yeah, we'll get the you've taken everything I worked for, all that good stuff. You have to have it ready.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last question. We'll let you go. I'm sure. I know a lot of fighters like to visualize and things like that. How do you see yourself getting your hand raised in this fight?
I honestly feel very confident leading up to this fight. It's I don't know if it's experience, if it's me having so many fights, but I'm very comfortable. I'm gonna just go in there. Uh, I know with my fight with Miles, I was just trying to knock him out every round and just trying to fucking take his head off. But I know I have the power, uh, so I'm just gonna poke him, and knockout comes, I'm gonna knock him out, and goes to decision. I'm gonna beat him up all 3 rounds, and if he tries to wrestle me or jiu-jitsu, any grappling with me, he's gonna be in bad trouble.
All right. Well, there we go. It's an exciting fight. I know I'm looking forward to it. Everyone's looking forward to it. Thanks so much for the time, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.